Hey everyone, it's Liam from the podcast here. Thank you so much for coming and checking out the Fumbled Anthology, our Call of Cthulhu play podcast. We've been doing the podcast for a while now, and we've noticed that for the most part, when people come and check out our podcast for the first time, they do so by listening to this very first episode, which makes sense. We're a narrative-based podcast, so listening to the very first episode makes sense. But this was us at our most inexperienced. It was pretty much a pilot episode, and two of the players aren't regulars at the podcast anymore. So if you want a more indicative experience with the podcast, or have a better idea if this is the podcast for you, I highly suggest you recommend listening to one of our more recent playthroughs first, just to get a better idea of where we're at as a podcast now, because we've improved in terms of just playing the game and editing as well. So yeah, go listen to one of our more recent ones first if you like. That will give you a better idea if you're going to enjoy this or not. And then yeah, come back and listen to this one because it's still a great episode. It's just me being very inexperienced with editing. Thanks so much. Enjoy.
It's starting with a man called Rupert Merriweather. You all know him. You haven't seen him for a long time. None of you know each other. How you know Mr. Rupert Merriweather is up to your own character. He's about 65, and you knew he was like an anthropologist into sort of like human history. But other than that, how you know him and your interaction with him in the past is up to you. All you get from him is a letter in the post or hand delivered by a courier that says, "Dear old friend, I wish I could write to you under better circumstances, but I must cut to the chase. I'm dying. My wife keeps saying I should not give up and that the doctors and nurses have more emerging modern treatments to try, but I can feel that it is almost time. Please fulfill a dying man's wish and visit me this Thursday afternoon at 1 o'clock. I am in St. Mary's Teaching Hospital in Arkham. Kindest regards, Rupert." The Fumbled Anthology presents Edge of Darkness, a Call of Cthulhu scenario written by Keith Herber and revised by Dan Kramer, Mike Mason and Lynn Hardy. Featuring Toby Laughlan as Jimmy Higgins.
I spoke to one of the nurses. She said it was strange. The doctors couldn't explain exactly what was making him ill.
Alice Micheli as Agatha Forchness.
"Rupert, dear, whatever has happened to you? You look absolutely ghastly."
Alex Green as Oliver Freeman.
"It wasn't me who left the pizza in all the encyclopedias, alright? That was the other guy. Okay? You know me.
And Liam Braid as the Keeper of Arcane Lore. And everyone else. Part 1. A Dying Man's Wish. It's about 12:40 in the afternoon on Thursday, and the sun is shining. It's summer, so it's hot. It's a bit uncomfortable. St. Mary's Teaching Hospital, it's like a big old stone and brick, like Art Deco type hospital. The main lobby is like a big open area, but there's like no furnishings or anything. It's just a couple of wooden benches on either side of the room. And there's like one of those like wooden reception rings in the middle with like a receptionist lady burying her nose into a book. It's quite a modern facility. There's lots of new treatments and that always being tried in this hospital, so it's got a good reputation for looking after people. And through the doors walks a man called Jimmy Higgins. Do you want to describe to us about what Jimmy Higgins looks like and how he feels walking into this hospital to meet Mr. Merriweather?
Jimmy Higgins is a big boy, you know. He's been around the block a few times. He's knows how to handle himself. He's not bad looking either. He finds this world to be a bit odd because you can't go down to the boozer and knock back a pint. They're all We're all in a tither about it over here, so don't know what I'll do in my time off, but for now I've got to go follow up this letter for the Gov.
Cool. As you walk in, Mr. Higgins, he sees the reception lady. The reception lady's already busy talking to a woman, and you overhear that her name. She introduces herself to the reception lady as Miss Agatha Forchness. Who is this lady?
Agatha Forchness is a lady of her own means. She's been searching for a while for meaning. Not that you need to know what that entails, but she's here because a very old friend of hers, Rupert Merriweather, a man who helped us set on the path she is today, asked her to come down, and so she found time in her busy schedule to do so.
Great. Yeah, and I think you both. She says this. The reception lady says this to Agatha, but I think you would also probably hear this, Jimmy. That she says, "Oh, Mr. Merriweather, he's up on the 3rd floor in room 12, I believe."
Yeah, I've no interest in this Jimmy Higgins, so I would just go straight up to Mr. Merriweather.
Cool. So you find a nurse to show you the way. It's quite a labyrinth, this hospital. There's a ton of corridors and different wards and all sorts of things. It's a bit of a mess, to be honest. You get up to the 3rd floor, and the nurse is like, Mr. Merriweather, just up on the left there, room 12. But let me go in first, see if he's doing okay, and I'll come out and bring you in when he's ready, okay?
I would just go directly in. I feel like my character wouldn't care about waiting, so I would just go directly in with.
Okay, well, in doing that, you walk past another younger chap waiting outside the room already. His name's Mr. Oliver Freeman. Who's this gentleman?
Oliver Freeman. He's from Massachusetts. He's here to see an old friend of his, Rupert. Rupert helped him out of some dark times after he came back from the war, physically disfigured. So Rupert helped him get back on his feet, find him a job at the local library. And he's a big guy, but he's very unassuming. Doesn't really know his own strength, but he's here to pay his respects to his friend who helped him get back on his feet after suffering the horrors of the war, and he's
lovely.
And he sort of sees this woman rush through, and he's just thinking to himself, "Well, why I order?"
Perfect. So Agatha's just burst on in. What are the other two of you gonna do?
I walk over to the young man. I'll mosey on over to the young man. Sorry, what's the guy's name? The old guy?
What?
The old guy who we're here to see?
Rupert Merriweather.
All right, so I'll mosey on over to the young man. I say, "All right, how's it going? You here to see Mr. Merriweather too?"
Yeah, sure am.
Right,
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And how do you know him then?
He helped me. He helped me get out of a dark spot.
Yeah, he helps a lot of people. He's a good man.
Yeah.
All right.
What's your name, sir?
Oh, you can call me Jimmy. Yeah.
Jimmy?
Me and Mr. Merriweather go way back. Yeah, he used to do a bit of work for me Gov there. And the Gov sent me over here to respond to the letter that he sent.
You got a letter as well? Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
You know what this is about?
No clue. I'm just here for the Gov.
Okay then.
Meanwhile, Agatha's burst in. Agatha, as you go in the door, and the nurse is like, I told you to wait outside. I need to make sure he's okay first. And then you
don't care. I would just be like, I don't care. He is asked to see me. I want to see him. I don't care what state he's in. He told me he's dying. I don't think he's going to be in his Sunday best exactly. So I'm ready to listen.
And you hear a croaky voice go, "No, it's okay. You can let them in now. The other two as well." And then so the nurse invites the both of you in as well. You walk in and you recognize him, but none of you have ever seen him like this. He's in his mid-60s, but he looks much, much older. He's withered, he's pale, he's gaunt. None of you have ever seen him like this. There's also 2 other people in the room. You don't recognize them, but you think maybe his family. They're just sort of standing to the side of the room, not really saying anything.
Okay. Well, I would just like rush. This is someone who I feel would be important, so I would just rush to like whatever the chair is that's nearest and take his hand, but like relatively gently, and just be like, Rupert dear, whatever has happened to you? You look absolutely ghastly. What has happened? You not 2 years ago you were the height of health. And I'd just be very worried.
Yeah. And Rupert's like, my dear friends, come in, please. It is so wonderful to see you. However, I must skip the talk about my malady because I have something more important to get to. This is my wife, Agnes, and my son, Bertrand. Agnes is crying. She's very somber. She's basically... It looks like she's already started grieving for Rupert. And she says, nice to meet you all. But Bertrand, the son, he doesn't really say anything. He looks more concerned about you guys being there than his own father's health at that point. And then so Rupert says, Agnes, son, will you both please excuse me and my friends here for a moment? And Bertrand doesn't look like he wants to leave, but his mother basically drags him out of there. And then Rupert goes on for a bit and says, now we are alone. I wanted to... Oh, goodness. I don't believe any of you have met, have you? Did you get a chance to meet outside?
I've met the young man here, but I don't believe I've met yourself, love.
My name is Agatha. That is all you need to know.
Very well. I won't pry any further.
Well, I don't know if that's going to help much then, but I'm afraid I have no other choice. Right. I would love to catch up with you all, and I'm so sorry for not keeping in contact with you these last few years, but I must get to this. And he points to like a metal box on the nightstand next to him. It's just a metal box, there's nothing on it. And then he goes on and he says, right. In my youth, I and some fellow students became involved in what we believed to be an innocent exploration of the occult. Led by a slightly older man named Marion Allen, the 6 of us purchased an old farmhouse a few miles west of here, near the village of Ross's Corners. There we would conduct seances and other physical research in privacy. Alas, our work had unforeseen results. You see, our last experiment summoned an evil force into this world, and instead of attempting to expel the thing, we were all too afraid and abandoned the house. Confident that the magic that brought the evil to this world would also keep it confined to that house, or send it back after a short time. However, I have since discovered that the spell that binds the entity to that house lasts only as long as the casters live. I am the last of the group, and I fear that upon my death, the thing will go free and wreak havoc on the folks thereabouts. I am too old, too ill, and too much of a coward to go back to that house, to banish the thing myself, but I am guilty of many things, but my deepest sin was unleashing that horror that fateful night. And I am convinced that upon my death, the entity will escape and cause chaos to others. Take the box, he says. All the aid I can offer you lies within. You must find the courage to send that thing back to where it came. Please do this for me.
I guess Oliver would sort of just be like, sort of hanging back on the sort of head ringing against the wall, sort of holding his stump. He's very awkward, you know. There's a lot of.
Well, I have some interest in the occult, so I would probably take it as like some.
And you're sitting right next to it.
And I'm sitting right next to it. So yeah, I'd take it. Can we open it or anything, or look inside?
Well, before
it?
you do, you've barely even picked it up, and Rupert starts choking a lot. He's spasming a lot, and he basically vomits a whole load of blood all over you, Agatha, since you're standing right there.
Nice.
It's disgusting. We're going to do our first sanity roll for the game because
Come on.
the fact that
Jimmy Higgins has seen worse than this.
The fact that he's vomited a whole lot of blood all over you, and you weren't even aware that he was sick until you got this letter.
Yeah, okay.
So what you do is you'll roll your sanity for me and tell me if you fail.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh no! I got above.
Yeah, I passed.
I got a 50, and I have 40 sanity.
All right. What did you get, Alex?
Oh, hang on. I got a 79.
All right.
And I'm at 40.
Oh, you
All right,
really
so-
didn't like that. Makes
So
sense.
Agatha and Oliver lose 1 sanity each.
Yep.
So we just go down to 39.
Yeah. Jimmy Higgins isn't really fazed by this. He feels that. Well, how would you feel in this moment, Jimmy?
I've seen blokes do worse with a snooker cue down at the pub.
So yeah, Rupert's just he's coughing up blood. He's basically goes unconscious.
At this point, Jimmy Higgins turns around. So has Oliver Freeman gone insane from failing his check? Is he like momentarily insane?
No, he only lost 1 sanity. He needs to lose a bit more than that. But
Okay. So I turn around and I say, Oliver, quick, go get the nurse. Mr. Merriweather needs help.
And Oliver's just sitting there shocked, like, okay. Sort of runs out. Goes, we need a medic.
TF2
I
over
think
here.
I would just be sitting, like, literally sitting there with this metal box. I think I just would be in shock, to be honest. I'm just be
At
like,
this, I'm going to go over to, what's your character's name?
Agatha.
I'll go over to Agatha and take out my cleanly pressed, folded and ironed handkerchief and offer it to her.
And I guess I would just take it and just start, like, wipe. Like, once I've broken out of the shock, like, I would take it. Because I have a hanky, but I don't want to ruin my handkerchief. And I don't know you.
I'm a gentleman, you know.
I take
Offer
it
a
and just,
lady
like,
a
at
check.
least, like, wipe my eyes. And then just kind of drop it on the ground in shock. Like...
So yeah, Oliver runs out. There's lots of nurses and doctors around, so they immediately rush in. So does Agnes and Birch, and they come rushing in. And the doctors are like, "Please give us the room. All of you leave now." And they basically force you out of the room, unless any of you wants to try and stay.
I'm not moving very much. Someone's gonna have to carry me out or pull me out.
Maybe Jimmy offers a helping hand to Agatha and leads her out.
You cracking on?
I'm just trying to be a gentleman, you know.
Okay.
You've established yourself as a fucking bitch, so I'm just trying to be nice.
Okay.
Are you gonna go out with him, Agatha, or are you gonna stand there?
I mean, yeah, I'll just be let out. Like, I'm just gonna like leave. Yeah.
So you'll leave the room, and they shut the curtains on the window that's there, and they basically tell you to go. There's a nurse that's like, you can go to the waiting area down the hall, or there's a cafe across the street. But yeah, we'll let you know any news. Okay.
Do we have a second to do something here?
Yeah,
Yeah, cool. So I'm gonna sort of step to the side with Agnes.
Agatha.
No,
Oh,
with
Agatha.
Agnes Merriweather. I'll say, "Excuse me, Mrs. Merriweather. Do you mind if I have a quick word in private?"
Yes. Of course.
Brilliant. Let's just head on down here a bit. And we sort of just like walk down the hall a little bit and around the corner, and we like sit on a bench so that we're like out of earshot.
I must say though, Rupert never mentioned you to me. Who are you?
Oh, excuse me. I'm terribly sorry. I should have introduced myself sooner. My name's Jimmy. Jimmy Higgins. My boss back in London. He's done a lot of work with your husband there, and I have a lot of respect for the man myself. So I'm just here in response for the boss to that letter that your husband sent. I must say, I'm terribly sorry to hear about his poor health. Must be very hard on you.
It is. We keep trying him to tell him to stay strong, but it's quite bad.
I want to ask her about the occult researchers. There was Marion Allen, so I'll ask her.
Yeah.
Your husband was telling us he used to get along with this gaff called Allen. Marion Allen said he did some research with him. Do you remember him at all?
No, I've never heard the name. I'm sorry. What sort of research?
Never mind. I think maybe I might have misremembered. A lot of names going around in the head since I stepped off the boat. So don't trouble yourself, love. Can I get you anything?
Just a moment alone.
No worries. I'm sure the family must be, especially the young fella, must be a bit shook. I'll go check on him. And I just get up and give her a little bow of respect, and then
I will
walk
point
off.
out Bertrand is just staring 1,000 eyes through you at this point.
Yeah,
He thinks you're cracking on to his mum.
right, that's my little bit. I'll stop
Okay.
playing the show.
Either of the other, what are the others going to do?
Oliver's sort of gonna tentatively walk over to was it Agatha and
Yep.
the box, and Oliver says to Agatha, hey miss, do you mind if I hold that for a second?
At this point, like, it's only one insanity that's gone, so I'll just be like, I would probably just snap out of it and then kind of recoil a bit and put the box, like, I would just kind of, yes, I want to open the box, but I'm opening the box. So I would just kind of put it down. Is there like a table or something in front of me?
You're just in the hallway at this point, but maybe in the waiting area there'd be somewhere.
Yeah, so I'd put it down on something and then start looking for like a latch or a thing so I could open it, furiously trying to just like bring some sense into what has happened in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, you're still covered in blood, but there's no lock on the box. You can just take the lid off.
Okay, so I've taken the lid off. What's in the box? What's in the box?
So Oliver's sort of looking over Agatha's shoulder and seeing what's going on here. What's in this box?
I love opening occult artifacts in the hallway of a hospital in front of the family.
We don't know what it is.
I don't know him.
Yeah.
The box was just like, like a metal box that you'd find in like a bank, like a safety deposit type box.
It's just a box at this point. We don't know what's in it.
So you take the lid off and you find a couple things. There's an even smaller but like golden sarcophagus-like box with some hieroglyphs on the outside.
There's another box.
Nice.
It's like the box is in the shape of like a sarcophagus, and there's some glyphs on both the outside and the inside. But the glyphs on the inside are a bit different to the ones on the outside. There's also like a journal, and then a letter that you can see is addressed to the three of you.
Okay, I guess we read the letter.
Yep.
You all want to read the letter?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, we're reading it. What are you doing?
You're still
Maybe we should. I think maybe we should read this.
Yeah. I guess if we see that it's addressed to all three of us, one of us.
Shouldn't we not read it in front of his family though?
I don't give a fuck. Do you care?
Yeah, because his family doesn't know that he was doing occult shit.
Oh, I don't care. I'm covered in blood. You think I care that there's family nearby? I'm literally covered in blood and have been told that I might need to battle a demon thing that I believe in because of my hobbies. Think I care about some idiots down the hallway? No. So, would you like to join for this letter reading or not?
Well, I'm not gonna physically restrain you from reading it, so I guess we're reading it.
All
Okay,
right.
so I guess one of us would probably grab you and then...
Yeah.
Like,
I'm there. I've walked back
you walked over? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Reading the letter.
I'm gonna send it in the chat. So one of you can read it out as if you're reading it out to the others.
Who wants to read it?
Well, Agatha's the one reading
You're the
it.
ones holding it, yeah.
Okay. Dear friends, in the years after the nightmarish events of that night of my youth, I've seen many strange things. Only now do I begin to grasp the truth of reality and the scope of what is happening in the world. I've tried, in my small way, to combat the horrors and make amends for my past in bringing one to our plane of existence. What I have left to offer, what riches and wealth I have, I will put to good use in dealing with these abominations. It is the very least this old coward can do. I could never make myself go back to that little farmhouse and put those events to rights. I, too, gravely feared that which my friends and I loosed upon this countryside. Nothing of consequence has yet taken place, but with my death, I fear the bonds will be broken, and that horror freed to come and go as it pleases. Lives not yet taken already weigh heavy on my conscience. The method of delivering the thing out of this world is still in that accursed house. The translations made by Marion from the book De Vermis Mysteris. I was never strong enough to take on the task, but I have hope that you are. In ridding the world of this, perhaps you will save my soul from hell, for I fear that my deeds have not been enough to release me from this heavy burden. I do not expect your forgiveness for what I ask of you. Rupert Merriweather. Well, that wasn't helpful at all. He's just repeated everything he repeated before he threw up all over me, I have to say. You guys have anything you want to say?
Well, what... The farmhouse... He never mentioned no farmhouse when I was staying with him. Does anyone know what his farmhouse is?
Didn't he mention it before he threw up blood all over me, whereabouts it was located? Does anybody remember that at all?
What we need to do is find someone who knows about the research that he did with Alan.
But no one does. They're all dead.
If you give the box another scrape, you do actually find a little yellow envelope with the deed and the key to the house. It says it's a little property on Boone Road, near the village of Ross's Corners, and it's like 15 miles west of Arkham.
Okay. So
yeah, you know where the property is.
Okay, great.
Okay, cool.
Bertrand's still staring at you guys doing this, by the way.
Okay, I guess.
So Jimmy's concerned for the young man there. He thinks that too much has already been uncovered in front of the family because clearly Mr. Merriweather didn't want his family to know that he was doing this sort of occult stuff because we just found out from my conversation with the wife that she wasn't aware of the research.
Well, you know,
so
we
at this
don't know
point,
that.
yeah, at this point, I'm going to strongly suggest to the others, I could do with a cup of tea. How about we go to the cafe and have a little mull over this? Oliver, Agatha, you want to join me at the cafe across the road that they mentioned?
Nothing else to do.
I am again covered in blood, holding this letter. I personally, like as Agatha, want to just get this over and done with. So one of you's like probably gonna have to talk me off the edge, because I would say to that is essentially just be like, This is absolutely not what I wanted to be doing tonight. So if we're gonna have to do it, I would rather just do it right now. I want to go to this farmhouse. I want to take care of it, and I want to be on my merry way. Thank you very much.
You want to storm straight into a house full of demons without doing anything that you know about them first. You want to go in blind based on one letter.
I happen to know a little bit about the occult. I'm sure it's not that difficult, given we have these tools with us.
I think there's a lot more that could be learned.
I guess what I would do is I would probably just put everything back in the box, close it, hand it to Jimmy, and then go and find a bathroom to clean myself a little bit, wherein I'd then meet with you later on.
Okay.
You and all.
Jimmy pockets the box.
Did you say there was a little golden sarcophagus in there, right?
Yeah.
I guess so while you were reading the letter, I guess Oliver's sort of like got the sarcophagus in his one good hand, and he's sort of rotating it around, and sort of trying to make sense of it.
Yeah. So there's nothing inside it. It's just a little sarcophagus-shaped box. To give me you're gonna need a history or an archaeology roll to work out what the markings are on the box.
Well, my history is a 5.
Yeah.
So, I've got higher history, but I was gonna wait till we were sitting down at the cafe table.
I think Agatha went off to the bathrooms anyway.
Yeah.
I think it's gone to the bathroom, so I'm gonna give it a crack and see if.
Yeah, may as well give it a roll. You might.
We might as well fast forward to we're all.
Got an 86. 86.
Ooh.
So.
Nah, you.
Oh no, that's shit.
They're just random scribblings to you. You got no idea.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
So do you want to all fast forward to the cafe?
Yep.
And have you joined them at this point?
Yeah, I've joined them, and then I would just kind of put my hand out for the box. I want the box back from Jimmy because I want to have a look because having an interest in both the occult and in history, I would like to examine the other items within it.
All right, so you can just do one roll, but we'll count the result against both. Pick either history or archaeology, and
I do history for me. So is it it's the 10 and the.
Do what's called a combined roll. So you roll once, but we compare the result against both history and occult at the same time.
Okay, nice.
So if you pass both, you learn 2 bits.
I got 60.
Do you pass?
So I've got 25 occult and 25 history.
No, so you fail. You can either push the roll or just leave it. You don't know what the glyphs are either.
I guess I'd leave it for now. If I don't know, I don't know.
This is why I think we need to learn a bit more. We need to speak to some of these researchers that the geezer mentioned.
The researchers that are dead?
Well, they have families, don't they? They have other occult researchers, don't they?
What makes you think that their families would know any more than Rupert's families did?
Maybe one of them had an apprentice, you don't know.
Wouldn't they be dead too?
I will point out that you did also find a journal in the metal box.
Yes. Is Oliver reading that while we're
while you two are arguing with each other, Oliver's just sort of like reading the journal.
Yeah. So the journal, it's just like a little leather handmade journal. It's quite thick. You can see that the entries date from June 1876 to 1881. I forgot to mention the year's 1923, by the way.
Yeah.
So my car does exist. It's been out for a year.
Brand new.
Yeah, brand new. So the entries date from June 1876 to May 1881. But it's quite thick. There's a lot of entries in there. It'll probably take you a couple of hours of reading to work out what's relevant and what's not. So you can either choose to read it or just have a skim. Or
yes, Oliver's sort of skimming through, I guess, looking for anything that sort of stands out in the pages.
Yeah, so as I said, it's a bit thick, so you'd have to probably read it to work out what's important. But you do, one page does stand out to you because there's a like a bit of newspaper clipping attached to it.
Yeah.
And something else that you'll notice. Let me send that to you. And you can either read it to yourself or choose to tell the others, or it's up to you, since you're the one reading it.
Yeah, so...
I put it in the group chat, but you're the one reading it.
Yeah. Hey, Pluto, listen, look at this. Brutal murder at docks. The body of Mr. Marion Allen, late of Arkham, Massachusetts. That's the guy that was talking about. It was discovered early this morning near the Gulf and Panama docks. A victim of foul play, the man was identified by local witnesses who said that Mr. Allen had been seen in the locale the evening before. Although the robbery was apparent motive, police report that the victim had gruesome marks carved into his forehead and his tongue had been cut out. What the hell? Mr. Allen? What the hell's going on? Mr. Allen had reportedly gone to the police earlier this week, claiming that he was being followed and that he feared for his life. He said his shadowy pursuers were after an Egyptian artifact which he no longer possessed. But do you think that artifact that you got there, Agatha, that you think that's what they're talking about?
I mean, it looks Egyptian. I guess that makes sense, and it's not within this murdered man's, hands. What is the journal? Does it have something written above that little newspaper thing in the journal at all?
Sure. I just discovered that Marion Allen is dead, and has been dead for some months now. He was murdered in New Orleans this past August. I suspect that he spoke to the wrong sort of people about the things that he has seen, and they killed him. The newspaper mentions the sarcophagus, so they must have been after the gold. Oh, there's gold! Hold up. That is 3 of us gone now. I must do something. I've already begun ancient history classes at university. I believe I will try to research the problem, the farmhouse, and the manor. Perhaps I will uncover an ancient secret of how to rid out world of that beast in my own way.
And when was this written exactly?
October 14th, 1877.
77? That was almost 40 years ago, and the man wasn't able to figure anything else. How on earth are we meant to figure this out in the next 2 days before this man dies?
We gotta do something.
Okay, is there anything else on that page?
We've got some names here.
There's lots of entries in the journal, but it'll take you time to read it. Or it'll take you at least one of you time to read it.
Are we assuming at this point that Mr. Merriweather's already passed on?
I mean, we could just go up and ask. But we don't have to assume anything.
My point is exactly. He might still be able to give us a bit more gaff on these geezers who was chasing his mate there.
Okay, well, while we maybe go over this journal, as those from your neck of the woods say, jog on and go find out from these geezers.
Why do you hate me?
I don't know. My character has a chip on her shoulder. She's covered in blood.
I helped you. I gave you my hanky and you threw it on the floor.
Deal with it.
Are you gonna jog on, Jimmy?
Yeah, right. So I'm gonna silently stand from the table and sort of brush some soot off the lapel of my jacket.
Is that the offense?
And then I sniff and I turn around and I walk out the door back to the hospital to go check on Mr. Merriweather.
All right. While I stick with Jimmy, I'll give the rest of the journal entries that you guys find relevant, and you can read them while we play with Jimmy for a bit.
Okay.
I don't mean to keep going off on my own. Sorry.
I did tell you.
No, it's fine. It's splitting up's perfectly acceptable.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I love you.
There's a bit there, so the two of you can try and read them. All right, Jimmy's going to head back into the hospital.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I go back to the room, back up to the floor and to the room where it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and first I look around to see if his family is still there.
You see Agnes basically a sobbing mess in her son's arms, but the son just looks at you and starts staring at you again.
I do like a check, because I've got, is it psychology that lets me, like... Can I do a check to see if it's, like, I want to get a vibe for, like, why
Yeah, go for it.
He's staring at us so weird.
Yeah, go for it.
Like, is it a foreboding stare?
What's your psychology?
40.
Okay.
So, D100?
Yep.
Oh, 98. Not good.
So
that's like 1 point off a fumble,
because
right?
it's even worse. So because your starting stat was below 50, 96 or above is a fumble.
I look at the boy, I fall over and break my neck and die.
Let me think of something.
A passing surgeon with a scalpel slips, slices my throat.
I don't know how to particularly fumble this, but
Could it be that he reads the expression wrong?
So yeah, you look at Birch and he's just staring at you, and you may be thinking that he doesn't really care about the health of his father. He is more interested in you. He's worried about the fact that he's never heard of you guys, and you've all of a sudden come in on this dark day and taken all the attention away from him. He's got no idea why the three of you are there, and you can just sort of see on his face that he's more worried about you than his own father. And he walks over to you and just grabs your like jacket or your shirt and just pushes you against the wall, and you knock your head on the wall a bit. So I'm going to get you to lose 1 hit point.
Oh, I was going to say that's all a really good outcome until then.
So sometimes with fumbles, you get what you want, but something bad happens. So yeah, the son seems more concerned about you three than his own father.
Okay, so that information all sounds really useful, though. That's good to know. Okay, so I go, whoa, easy, young man. I know you've had a tough time of it, but your dad wouldn't want you to. Your old man wouldn't want you to be acting this way.
And he basically just says, "Who are you?"
I've known your old man for a very long time. He was he is a great man, and just wanted to come over and check on him. I'm from England.
Well, if you're such a good friend of his, why has he never mentioned you?
Well, we haven't spoken in a long time, you see, but I still do think very much of your old man, and at one time we worked very closely together. And excuse me, but I really have to go see if he's all right.
He's dead.
I fear for his... You what? Who told you that?
The doctors.
Okay, so at this point, I just turn away from the kid because I'm very skeptical about him. I know he doesn't like me, so he could be lying to try and make me go away.
I saw he gave you that box. What was in it? I don't know why I'm speaking with a British accent now.
It's contagious.
Wait. Where's my Massachusetts voice? All right. I saw he gave you that box.
Boston.
What was in it?
And I just turn around and I just say, I think if your old man wanted you to know, he would have given it to you, son. And then I walk off.
What?
And I try to go find a nurse or a doctor and ask them to corroborate what he said.
So there's still some movement within the hospital room itself, or there's a nurse at the nurse's station down the hall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I walk up and I say, "Excuse me, love. I'm a good friend of Mr. Merriweather just down the hall there. Could you tell me how he's doing?"
I'm sorry, dear, but Mr. Merriweather's gone. He passed away not long ago.
I see. And was there any significant... how exactly did it happen? Did he have a heart attack, do you know?
Well, we're all a bit confused, to be honest. We thought it was cancer, but we're not quite exactly sure what was wrong with him, to be honest. He just kept getting sicker and sicker. and he seems to have had some sort of heart failure, but I'm not the doctor. You'd have to ask them.
Oh, it was a bit strange, though, the happenings of his passing.
Well, the doctors kept changing their mind about what the diagnosis was, and nothing ever seemed to really fit, they said.
I see. That actually tells me everything I want to know. Thanks very much, love.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you. He was a great man. And then
I'm sure he was.
Cool. Yeah, Jimmy's gonna go and offer his condolences to Agnes, and then return to the cafe. And I give the young man a hearty glare as I walk past him.
And he just gives you a hearty glare back.
Yeah.
All right, you come back down to the cafe. The other two are just chit-chatting about the journal, maybe.
Did you see what's going on? His head was taken off.
Mm-hmm. It seems that we are dealing with something that might be slightly beyond my own knowledge of the occult.
Yeah, I think we're in over our head here.
So I sit down and wait for them to finish talking, and then I take off my hat and put it in my lap, and I say, I've just gotten back from the hospital. Mr. Merriweather has passed on.
Well, shit, is all I have to say. We should all pack our bags and get as far away from here as possible, because I do not see us being able to do this.
2 things of interest, though. First of all, this young man is incredibly sus on us. He doesn't trust us at all. And didn't seem too cut up about his old man either. He was much more interested in us.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, I spoke to one of the nurses, asked about the happenstance of Mr. Merriweather's passing. She said it was strange. The doctors couldn't explain exactly what was making him ill. So I think we've definitely got some occult nonsense going on here.
Nonsense? Why do you call it nonsense? Why are you even here is what I want to know. How exactly is an English driver gonna help if you believe it's nonsense?
Listen, love, I don't exactly believe in all this witchcraft voodoo crap, but I do believe that Mr. Merriweather was a good man, and if my gov trusted him, then I trust him. We're all here together. He's asked us all. So I think right now it's in our best interest to work as a team and try to sort this one out.
How's Oliver feeling about this dynamic between Jimmy and Agatha?
Oliver's just learnt the news that his sponsor has just died, like the person who sort of helped him get back together after the war. And he's actually he's genuinely grieving right now. He's trying to process it all. And he's got these 2 old people arguing with each other. And he's just his head in his one hand, and just my mentor, my sponsor has died.
Jimmy places a fatherly hand on Oliver's shoulder. Sorry, mate. I'm sorry, mate. Clearly, he meant a great deal to you.
Oliver just sort of takes his hand, just sort of shoves it off, and just sort of storms off like a petulant teenager.
I'm just gonna have to pull everyone in line.
And just sort of goes off in the corner to cry.
Poor Jimmy.
I know, poor Jimmy.
I'm about to go I'm about to go rough and tumble on you cunts. This is all awful.
We're both stronger than you. I don't know how rough and tumble.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
All right, so Jimmy's brought this news to you. The other 2 of you read the journal. What do you guys want to do now?
Okay. Well, I guess we tell him what had happened, and if Oliver's stormed off, I guess I've witnessed this, and I'll be like, well, what we've learned is that we're fucked, as I mentioned. Essentially, they thought that they were summoning a djinn, probably so that they could get some wishes or some greedy bullshit like that. However, they instead apparently summoned the worst thing you can possibly imagine, which immediately murdered one of them, drove the other insane, and is currently locked in the attic as of 3 minutes ago, or whenever Mr. Merriweather died, he is now no longer locked in the attic. I would have to surmise. This is something that they have apparently been trying to research for years to take back from when they summoned from, and have failed. And the only other piece of information we have is that it was in a piece of amber in the sarcophagus we found in the metal box. That's all we know, and as I mentioned, we are fucked. Do you have anything to add to this, Oliver? Do you have anything you'd like to add to what I've just put in summation?
Oliver's just he's sort of walking around the cafe, like just sort of really angry, just like sort of still trying to process what's going on. Like his friend has just died, and he just sort of stops and he goes. He mentioned a cabin. He said we had to go and stop some demon or whatever the fuck is going on. Look, the guy was good to me. I say, you know, he helped me. He helped me from a dark place, got me a job. I say, fuck it. Let's just do this. What do I need to do? One of you's got to be smart enough to figure out what's going on here. Just tell me what I need to do and I'll do it. I'll fucking do it. I don't care.
Well, fuck it. I guess I don't have much choice here. I've already been covered in the man's blood. I might as well go look at this goddamn farmhouse. Jimmy, thoughts?
I think maybe we could try to follow up on these police reports about the murder of Mr. Allen. Perhaps our young friend here, Mr. Freeman, would do some valuable research at the library.
Do you know he's a librarian?
Yeah, we've chatted, we've talked.
Okay.
Yeah, sure, I can do that. I just gotta do one thing. Wait right here.
What?
I'll be right back. So Oliver's gonna go to, I guess, the hospital bed that Merriweather was sort of in. He just wants to get like one last look at him before he goes. Just sort of process it himself that he's died, basically.
Going to be pretty grisly.
Yeah.
The Bertrand just gives you another death stare as you go in.
Yeah.
Well, this Bertram character would have interested me based on what he talked about, and I want to. Yeah, I want to go have a little talk-see with our son. Why has he been so bloody shifty? That's what I want to know.
As Bertram's looking at Oliver, Oliver's like, "What the fuck are you staring at?"
What was in the box?
Oh, I don't fucking know, man. I don't fucking know. Sort of walks, just sort of ignores him, like sort of half ignoring him, just like dismissing him, and just sort of,
so hang on. So has Agatha come up at the same time?
Yeah, I'd come up after Oliver, and I'm just watching.
We could have just all gone together.
So you're all back at the hospital room.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What was in the box?
Well, Oliver's had his little freak out, and I'd be like, I would just be like, I don't know. Why do you want to know what's in the box, young sir?
Because I've never heard of you, and on my father's final day, he gives you a box. What was in it?
Why, you've been so shifty. All you could have known is that in that box was a very nice farewell letter to a dear, dear friend of his.
I think you should leave.
Think you should tell me why you are acting so strange and hostile to me and my compatriots, son.
I think you should leave.
Is there a way I can like do a reading on him or something?
Try. You'll regret it.
Well, I would try. Is there I've got psychology.
Well, it depends. Are you trying to get a reading, or are you trying to get him to do something?
I want to know why he's being so bloody shifty. So I guess, what's psychology again?
You could use it. You could use a persuade roll to
I'll use
to basically ask him to cough up why he's so frustrated.
Yep, I'll use a persuade. Oh god. All right, let's see. Come on, lucky number 7. I got 21, and my persuades 50, so I got under the half.
Yeah. All right, so
bloody
basically Bertrand
persuasive.
says, I'm upset because I've never heard of you. And I'm afraid that Father has left you something in his will that he shouldn't have.
What do you know? What are you worried about? Oh, you mean left us something of value? Is that what you mean?
My point is he shouldn't have left you anything at all.
Well, don't you worry your pretty little
was in the
young
box?
head about it. I told you, it was a very nice letter to his compatriots, letting them know his farewell. Nothing of worth. That I can guarantee you. Do I look like I need money?
I think at this point Agnes just pulls Bertrand along and they walk off down the hall.
Yeah. Okay. So the son knows nothing. He's useless. The guy's dead. We need to go somewhere else.
So I guess
There's
Oliver. Yeah, sorry. So I guess Oliver. Meanwhile, Oliver's sort of like he's in the room where they put the white sheet over the body, and he's sort of I don't know. He's like hand on the corpse, and he's just like sort of saying like a prayer or just saying goodbye or something like that.
It's very
Just a
sweet.
little tear.
Very sweet of you.
A little tear rolling down his cheek. The only father figure he's ever had since his dad left
Jesus.
him.
All right.
You're gonna
So he's
catch
sort of like-
demon cardiac arrest.
Yeah.
If you touch that
Yeah.
corpse.
Yeah.
The nurses and doctors basically are trying to shoo you out of the room at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I guess we really just need to go somewhere to figure out what these glyphs on the sarcophagus are.
Yeah. So Oliver walks out and goes, "Yeah, I'm done. Where are we going? What are we doing? Want me to take you to the library?"
Does your library have information on ancient Egyptian glyphs?
Well, I'll check the Dewey Decimal System. We'll get back to you.
Okay, well that's one thing. And then, so I guess, yeah, we should probably go and do some research on Egyptian glyphs and
that
also these murders. Is everybody happy with that?
Yeah, so are you going to split up to do this?
I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll go to the library. If anyone else wants to come with me.
Yeah, I would also go to the library.
Yep.
Would you
Yep,
do
let's
that?
stick
Or
together.
Okay, sticking together. We're all going to the library to do some research.
Only thing is, I can't read.
That's not true. You're educated.
No, I'm 86.
You're intelligent and you're educated.
That's all street education.
Oliver, are you a library at Arkham's local university?
Sorry.
Are you a librarian at the library at the local university?
I'm a librarian at like a very small library in Boston. So I haven't actually been to this big fancy library before. So I'm kind of And one library, they're all the same.
The library at the Miskatonic University in Arkham is known for having one of the largest collections of books and volumes and manuscripts and scrolls in the world. It's very well visited by people interested in occult matters and ancient history and archaeology and all that sort of thing. So you know that's the best place to go. So I'd say that's where you head. I'm gonna get Oliver to give me a luck roll to see if he happens to know anyone at the university.
Sure. Okay. My luck's 40. 13. Let's go.
Great. So not only do you know someone at the university, you've met and have had quite a few conversations with one of the ancient Egyptian experts within the library. And yeah, he works there every day, so you could probably go talk to him. His name's Warren Rice.
Oh, walking in. Is that Warren? No, I haven't seen you since I haven't seen you in ages, Warren. What's going on?
Freeman, what are you doing here?
Hey, look. It wasn't me who left the pizza in all the encyclopedias, all right? That was the other guy. Okay? You know me. It You know, I'm a good guy. You know, I'm a good guy.
What do you want?
Okay, me and my friends here, we're demon hunting, right? We're looking for some sort of book. What's the name? What's the name of the book? What's the name of the book?
I think what our colleague is trying to say here is we are interested in looking in your demonology and Egyptology sections of your very expansive records here.
That's it. That's the one. That's the one.
That's quite a specific request. What's it about?
Oh, you know, just casual interest in the occult and in ancient history.
We're not demon hunting. Forget what he said.
You know, just we're a club, and we thought that right now we would look at ancient demon summoning rituals as part of our Egyptology interest. Don't worry about our fun little friend here. He's just very
I don't know too much about the demon thing, but if you have any questions about the ancient Egyptians, I'm sure I could help you.
Yeah, you got any books about the ancient Egyptians? Yeah, the Egyptians.
Can Oliver speak? He's got shrapnel in his skull,
He
right?
did say he was a bad librarian.
Yeah, terrible librarian.
Do you have a book?
And then I would just grab the metal box and then grab the sarcophagus and be like, could you please translate this? Or point us to somewhere where we could get this translated.
It's not Google. You just you gotta do it.
Well, if he knows about it, he could help.
This is an interesting piece. Where'd you get it from?
That doesn't matter. It's part of our club. We found it. Wow, clubbing. By which I mean, it just happened upon a dear friend of ours.
Higgins cuts in and says, "It's an old family heirloom. We're just interested."
Well, I could try to translate it. It will take me a day or so. I would have to find the appropriate translation books. You could leave it. You could leave it with me and pick it up tomorrow. But
yeah,
I do have other things to do today. So,
is there a way we can do like a check on him or something to see whether or not the guy's actually trustworthy with leaving this thing with him?
Yeah, I trust.
Yeah, you can do. Yeah, so you can always use psychology. You can always use psychology rolls to check someone's like.
All right.
Sincerity.
I'm gonna do a psychology roll to check this guy's.
Yeah.
Sincerity. Come on. 22, and I have a 40.
Great. So yeah, he doesn't seem shifty at all. He's just genuinely busy, and you don't get any feeling he's gonna. You just don't get a feeling he's gonna nick it or anything. It'll just take him some time to work it out.
Okay. Well, I would suggest, gentlemen, we leave the sarcophagus in this lovely gentleman's hands and come back tomorrow. In the meantime, maybe we could research that news article we were interested in.
I think I might head off to the occult section and see if I can find a copy of this De Vermus Mysterious.
I'll go with. Is it Jimmy? Jimmy Higgins?
Jimmy.
Yeah. Oliver's gonna go with Jimmy.
Did I hear you say De Vermus Mysterious?
Yeah, I heard about it. I read a lot of alternative magazines. See,
it's funny. We've had quite a few requests for that text lately, but we do not have a copy.
Oh, okay. I'm going to do a persuasion to get him to tell me who's been requesting it.
What's your persuasion?
To do what?
I want him to tell me who's been requesting it.
Mine's a higher persuasion. I should probably do it.
Aren't you? Oh, we're all together, aren't we?
If it's you specifically doing it, you roll. But if you're all agreeing, I guess you can get someone else to do it.
That's a good idea. We would all want to know.
What's your persuasion?
50.
Oh, it's considerably higher. Okay, yeah, you do it.
All right, I'll do it.
I ask.
What's your persuasion, Oliver? Do you have persuasion?
I whisper to Agatha.
I'm not a persuasive guy. Sorry about that.
Yeah, okay.
Not known for his talking.
Alright, come on, lucky number 7. Ooh, 18! Oh, sorry, that was very loud in the mic.
Yeah, that's all right.
18! And I have 50.
Yeah, so what are you specifically asking?
Sorry, you mentioned other people were interested. Would you happen to know who that was? We might know them from our club, and I'm just interested in knowing if we do.
Well,
No.
it's not that we don't have a copy, it's that we only have the one, and I believe it is in the restricted collection of the library that only the doctors who have positions here can access. There's a Dr. Armitage. I believe he's had a bit of interest in that book lately, but I don't believe he's here at the moment.
Oh, and would you happen to know where we could find this Dr. Armitage?
I'm afraid not. I haven't seen him for a week or so.
Okay.
What else can you tell us about him? What section of the university does he work in?
Uh,
I just want to know, like, how I can find him more.
Yeah. Is there anything we can know?
I think this professor just keeps suggesting that you won't find him within the next few days or anything.
Okay. Interesting.
He believes Dr. Armitage is out of town at the moment.
Okay. And that was there. You mentioned other people have requested this book.
Oh, I don't know who.
Okay.
I was just talking to the doctor the other day, and
You were talking to him the other day. How long ago was this? The other day?
last Monday, I guess.
Okay.
Before he left to go out of town.
Well, thank you. I guess could you please? I would like to go look at your newspaper clippings. What do you guys still want to go look at the occult?
Let's do it.
Yeah, sure. Hey, what was the guy's name? What was the librarian's
Warren.
Dr. Armitage or Warren?
name? Hey, Warren. Where is the restricted section in the library?
That's it's on the second floor down the back, but you won't be able to get in.
Okay. No, just curious.
Oh, actually, would you happen to have a picture of this Dr. Armitage, in case we run into?
He just carries one in his wallet.
No,
Yeah, that's him.
is there someone we can see where he looks like? Is there a way we can find out what he looks like?
I'm sorry, miss. I know the man. I don't love the man. Yeah, I don't know where you can find him.
Okay, damn it. I've disguised. We could have disguised one of us.
Yeah, true. I actually have 35 in stealth, so I'm gonna try and sneak into the restricted section.
Whoa.
Okay.
Was this Harry
So you're just
Potter
gonna
and the
peel
Philosopher's
off?
Stone?
Yeah, so as while you sort of head to the occult, I'm gonna try and.
All right.
Okay.
We'll go.
So you go to the occult.
that's it.
I go to newspapers, and
Yeah.
then all right.
We'll
news,
start.
and then he goes.
We'll start with Oliver. Oliver,
Yeah.
you want to stealth your way into the restricted section?
Yeah.
All right. Give me a stealth roll.
59, 10.
Oops.
Do you want to push it or spend luck or?
Yeah, I'm gonna push it. Push it.
What's that mean?
He's got. You remember you can spend some luck and try again.
No.
It's too much
Just
luck.
pushing it just means rolling again. But if you fail again, something bad might happen.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna push it. 26.
And what's your stealth?
35.
Okay, so
Nice.
there's a guard that sort of sits outside the door to the restricted collection, but he's asleep at the moment. So you just sort of creak the door open a bit. It creaks a bit, but you manage to get in, and the attendant at the desk is just sort of looking at a book in the other direction. So yeah, you sneak in.
Right.
Nice.
Nice.
So I'm gonna start looking for this book.
I'm gonna need library use out of you, sir.
Library use. Okay. That's 35. 36. I'm gonna push my luck.
You can just spend luck.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend luck. Yeah,
So
spend luck.
you just need to spend 1 point of luck.
Done. 39 luck.
Cool.
And I.
All right. Well, you go around looking for this book. In the meantime, what are you going to be looking for, Mr. Jimmy?
Wait,
You're going to look in the occult section.
So Oliver's currently scouring.
isn't Oliver in the?
No, he's in the restricted.
He's in the restricted section.
Is that not the occult section?
No.
There's just a general public occult section.
Okay.
It's in a dark corner. It's not the latest, novels.
I'll go to the occult section and maybe I'll try to do like some research on the glyphs that were on the little sarcophagus.
They were just Egyptian glyphs.
Give you what? Sorry.
Oh, I forgot to ask. Did you end up leaving the sarcophagus with the professor?
Yeah, we did. We'll
Okay.
come back tomorrow.
All right. So yeah, give me a library use, Jimmy.
Library use. Okay, I don't have any extra in that. It's just 20. Ugh, gosh. Come on, 1 in 5. Yikes. 86.
So
I burned the whole library down.
What'd you get? 86.
Yeah.
So you're a driver. You're not a reader.
I'm so smart and so educated.
You just sort of tagged along with the other two. You don't really know how to help in this situation.
Start reading about My Little Pony. What the fuck is this?
You start reading Harry Potter.
You find some books on some strange concepts, but you've never really read into this stuff before, so.
I'm like reading fiction, but I'm so dumb that I think it's real. I'm like, oh, they do cast spells.
You accidentally picked up a book that someone was too lazy to put back in the right spot, and so you just assume
what is Agatha looking for while Jimmy's got no idea what he's doing?
Well, I'm finding, so in that first journal entry, there were those names, and we only have newspaper clippings on the one guy, Marion Allen, and so I want to see if I can find any information on it looks like they've died, so on their deaths.
I'll just give you this one for free. Nah, there's nothing that stands out. You don't find those other names anywhere.
Okay, do I find anything that could be of interest around this, like, cult or strange happenings in a farmhouse nearby or something like that?
Nothing specifically related to what Rupert told you.
Okay, so the newspaper clippings aren't helpful. Is this what we just walk away from the newspaper clippings? Got it. I'll go try to find Oliver or Jimmy and let him know that was not useless. That was useless.
Yeah.
Rather.
Okay. Meanwhile, Oliver, you found in like one of the little catalogue books that sort of sit at the end of some of the aisles. You do find De Vermis Mysterious listed, but it says that there's only one volume in the library, and you haven't been able to find it. So it's probable that this Dr. Armitage has it.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So all our research has turned up squat. So what we really want to try and do is find this Dr. Armitage, right?
Yeah.
I think that's our number one priority. Yeah.
Okay. So how do we do that? How do you find... Oh, I guess if he's a doctor at this library, wouldn't there be some information on him? Like what he studies? He's out of town? Is there a reason he's out of town?
Yeah, is there like an info area at the university, like a reception or something?
Yeah, there's a reception.
Yeah.
Can we...
Well, I reckon we shall go to the reception and see if anyone can point us in the direction of this dock. And we might be able to find a bit more about where he's gone or when he might return.
Yeah. Can we do that?
So the receptionist says, I believe he's out on a business trip. He won't be back till next week.
Next week?
Can we do I lean over to Agatha and I say, see if you can get her to tell us where he's gone.
Okay. Well, I'll try persuading her Apparently, I'm the only one around here with any people skills. So,
Well, I could try, but it's
yeah.
mathematically unintelligent to do that.
All right. Well, I'll try and persuade. All right. Come on. Ooh, 5.
Oh,
Ultra success.
Ultra success. I have a 50, so that's below even the 5th.
oh, that's huge.
I believe he was just going on a trip to San Francisco.
Oh, okay. Shit, that's a lot. That's very far away from where we are in the 20s.
That's other side of the country, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get on a train, boys.
I'm gonna
Hint,
hint,
3 months later.
hint. It's a red herring. Don't go that way.
Yeah.
3 months later. What was his name again? This doctor? I don't
The
know.
whole world burned to the ground because this demon's been released in the time it took us to go to
Poor Keeper Liam here sitting like, stop caring about this book.
Yeah.
Doctor.
Okay. All right. Let's.
Yeah, doctor of the book. It's all
All
right.
right. Well, we'll worry about that later. So we've got the sarcophagus.
Let's just go to the house and get murdered by demons already.
Well, no. Shouldn't we wait at least until tomorrow till we have the sarcophagus translated?
Yeah.
That's actually something we're getting done. Is there wasn't anything else in the metal box, right? There was just the
You found everything in the box.
You found everything. We've read through everything of interest. I think literally the only thing we
Was
might
there
have-
anything in the other journal entries? Because we only read through one.
It was just like I said, it was literally just talking about the summoning of this creature thing. And then basically it killed 2 people, and then they realized it was locked in the attic. And it was originally held in this gold sarcophagus that they thought it was like a djinn, like a genie, and so they tried to release it, and instead it was this like disgusting, like horrible demon thing.
Is it corporeal?
It's invisible or something? Did I read that right?
Is it implied in the journal?
The journal said that it was like an invisible mist, and then they blew. What was it? The dust of Ibn Ghazi. And they could then see it all clearly, and it was this like disgusting creature.
Faceless thing with 1,000 moors, yeah. It definitely is corporeal form.
Yeah.
Terrifying corporeal form.
It's terrifying corporeal form. And so all we know is that it came from the sarcophagus, and Marion Allen said that was the thing that could potentially capture it again.
Alright.
That's.
I'm gonna say it's coming up on about 6 p.m. in the evening now.
Yep.
What are you guys gonna do?
Well, we have to wait till tomorrow for this guy to have this done. So I would suggest we all go to our hotel rooms and come back tomorrow when this thing's been translated. I don't think we're going to get very much else out of this entire research. Any thoughts on that?
Yep, I'm happy to fast forward to getting back to research on the sarcophagus.
Yeah. Great.
All of you give me a constitution roll while you're sleeping.
Oh, dearie me.
Because the dude died, so the demon's at large now. Could be haunting us right now.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Come on. 21, which is below my constitution. Thank God.
27.
I have 50, so...
Such shit luck. My constitution's high. It's 60, but I rolled 64.
Oh,
Ooh.
buddy boy.
So while Jimmy's sleeping, he has quite a few vivid dreams. He worked with Mr. Merriweather a lot as his driver, and at times just as his friend. And you just have a vision or a dream of basically a large like claw bursting out through Mr. Merriweather's stomach one day while you were driving him around, and it jolts you awake. This has been the Fumbled Anthology. New episodes are released every Sunday. And for more information, please check out our website, fumbledanthology.com, or seek us out on the social media of your choice. See you next week.